My name's Craig Glennie. I'm the Hugh Roy and Lily Krantz Cullen Distinguished University Chair and Professor in the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering. I'm the PI and Director of the National Center for Airborne Laser Mapping and also the Director of the Department of Homeland Security Center of Excellence in Borders, Trade and Immigration. The work that we'll be doing is on a specific area for the Army. So the Army divides their interactions with adversaries in three categories. They call it competition, crisis, and conflict, where you have kinetic operations, i.e. there's bullets flying and things like that. What the Army realized about 5 years ago is that most of their analysis tools were focused on kinetic operations. They realized they needed to enhance their modeling and simulation tools during competition and crisis. So the time where there's some tensions, you're competing with someone, maybe trying to project your force forward so that they will not do something, but without actually having to shoot at them. And they realized that they needed to enhance the modeling and simulation tools that they had in that area. Our contract is to try to look at tools that will help them do the competition and crisis, so the things before kinetic operations start. My feelings to begin with were a little bit of apprehension. The university has traditionally not been a very big player in the DoD space, and so we have to build up the support structure and the staff and the expertise to be able to execute these type of programs. So, honestly, my first thoughts were, I need to try to bring in the right people to make sure that we can execute and be successful in this. With the DevCom Analysis Center, there are a myriad of program and project managers that we're working with, along with subject matter experts that are trying to kind of refine and guide our research towards areas that the Army is very interested in. In terms of the research team, we have partnered with two other universities, the University of Massachusetts at Amherst and New Mexico State University. Both of them have worked with the DevCom Analysis Center in the past, and so there's some history there, but they also have complementary skill sets that we don't necessarily have at the University of Houston. In addition to the research, there's a large administrative piece of this, and so we've been leaning very heavily on the support staff in the College of Engineering and in the Division of Research to make sure that we can get all of the subawards and the subcontracts out and make sure we're meeting the reporting requirements of the Army. So, despite me being the front page, as it were, there's an almost army of people here at the university that are working on this project on a daily basis. I think, in the end, and if you probably talk to any academic, they're always lifelong learners. And so, to me, this is just another chance to learn. With modeling and simulation now, there's a lot of artificial intelligence and machine learning, an area that I've gotten into in the last 2 or 3 years, but obviously I'm not an expert in the entire field. Working on a large project like this with a number of people that do this for a living will, of course, elevate my knowledge in these areas as well. And I think there's also something to be said about the challenge of a project larger than one you've worked on before. You always want to expand your horizons a little bit. And the University of Houston in Texas has traditionally been looked upon as a little bit of an underdog and not worth the attention of these large grants. And I think there's a little bit of a motivation to show the state of Texas that, hey, we can play this game too, and actually we're very good at it. And so that's really a motivating piece for me as well. Go Cougs!